Hello, this is Justin Cooper from Kula Wellness. We're a yoga studio and personal training facility here in Sunnyvale, California. Today I will be leading you through a mobilization exercise where we will hit each joint of the body, taking it through its range of motion. This will be good for you whether you do it first thing in the morning, getting up out of bed, or if you have been sitting for an extended period of time and start to feel a little stiff. We'll get that motion added back into the body so you can move around properly. So let's get started. Okay, for this we will start in a seated position, if you can, cross-legged. If any other way is a little more comfortable for you, that will work as well. If you do want to try to sit cross-legged, but sometimes it can be a little challenging, you can put a blanket, a pillow, or a block under the hips to help raise yourself up a little. It'll make it a little easier for you. You like to be able to make your spine as straight as possible. So if you do feel like you're kind of hunched over, then change your sitting position or put something under the hips to even it out so that you can straighten out the spine nice and tall. Good. Take 3 big deep breaths from here. With each inhale, try to lengthen the spine a little taller. As you exhale, see if you can relax your shoulders a little further away from the ears. Nice deep breath in, lengthening the spine, reaching the crown of the head up to the ceiling. And then exhale, settle into the space a little further. One more inhale. Good, exhale. Nice. From here, let's start to work through the neck a couple times. So bring your right ear towards the right shoulder. Bring your chin down towards the chest. Left ear to the left shoulder. And then chin up high. All right, go back the other direction. Left ear to the left shoulder, chin to the chest. Right ear, right shoulder, chin up high. Try to keep the jaw closed here so you're stretching the front of the neck. We'll go one more time in each direction. Right ear to the right shoulder. Left ear to the left shoulder, chin up high. And then left ear to the left shoulder, chin to the chest. Right ear to the right shoulder, chin up high. Good. We'll make a couple of circles just with the shoulders, starting to warm up and mobilize the upper back and shoulders. We'll do a little more with these as well. Good, and then go in the opposite direction. So roll the shoulders forward first, and then back and up. Very good. Now, make sure the spine is still nice and straight. We're going to inhale, the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, we're twisting to the left. Bring your right hand to the front of the knee. Bring the left hand behind you to the floor. So we're going to really post into that left hand to help straighten the spine even more. And then we'll use the leverage of our right hand to help twist and stretch the spine. So looking over the left shoulder. Good. Inhale, bring it back through center. And then exhale, we'll take it to the other side. Right hand goes behind you, left hand to the front of the knee. Again, help post the spine up so it's nice and straight, and then twist open and over that right shoulder. Good. Inhale, bring it back through center, arms overhead. Let's go one more time each side. Exhale, twist to the left. Good. Inhale, bring it back through center, and then exhale, twist to the right. Good. Inhale, bring it back through center. We're going to take both hands behind you onto the floor and uncross the legs here. So you can use your hands to help hold yourself up from here. The feet are going to be about hips width apart. And I want you to let those knees fall over to the left. All right, notice this right hip is going to want to lift away from the ground. Try to keep it down to the ground as much as you can. You'll feel a stretch in that outer hip. And then drop them over to the other side. Same thing, that hip might lift a little, but just don't turn all the way here. Try to keep it down. And we're going to rock back and forth about 3 times each side. So just warming up through the hips. Especially if you've been sitting for a long time today, these hips might be extra stiff or tight. Nice. Very good. Bring it back through center from here. And we're going to come into a tabletop. So this will just be your hands and knees here. You'll make sure that the wrists are directly under the shoulders, the knees are directly under the hips. We'll go through a couple different motions here, starting with our cat-cows. So from here, the fingertips point straight forward on the mat. The inside pits of the elbows roll forward. So you're trying to externally rotate the arms. So then inhale, you're going to drop the belly down, tilting the hips forward, and try to lift the chest. As you're looking up, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Good, and then exhale to tuck the chin around the spine and press the floor away. So from here, the tailbone is tucking under, the spine is pulling up towards the ceiling. And then inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the chin around the spine. You're going to do one more like that. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Good. Exhale, tuck the chin around the spine. Inhale, bringing it back through center. The spine is neutral. And I want you to wag your tail kind of side to side here. So as you take your hips over to the right, you're trying to shorten the space between the right shoulder and right hip to lengthen out this left side of the body, pulling the left shoulder away from the left hip and the hip away from the shoulder. And then inhale, bring it back through center and do the other side. So we're getting the side body stretch and lateral flexion in the spine. We'll go side to side 2 more times. All right, anything that feels good. All right, a big important note to make is as we're doing these, if it doesn't feel good, maybe not do it. Find another way to do it that your body will allow, and it will feel right in your body. Good, bringing it back through center. We're going to come into a seated position, so this time just sitting down on the backs of your heels here, if you can. All right, any other sitting position will do as well. We're going to work through the wrists in a couple different ways. So holding both wrists out in front of you, I just want you to make some circles with each wrist. All right, trying to articulate the circle as best you can. So nice, slow, controlled movements as much as possible. All right, and then go the opposite direction as well. And you might hear some small clicks or pops in the wrists. It's totally okay. I can feel a couple in mine. If it's really uncomfortable, try to see if you can move the wrists in a way that will avoid those cracks and pops. But if it's not too uncomfortable, just move them as carefully as you can. Good. And then we're going to take the hands out so the palms are flat, the fingers are extended. And I want you to try to pull the fingers back towards the body as much as you can, as if you were trying to stop someone running at you here. Really keep pulling the fingertips back and pressing the bottom of the palm forward. You should feel some strong engagement in this upper part of the forearm here. Oftentimes it gets forgotten about. It's important to strengthen that. Good, and then bring the thumb to the center of your palm. We're going to turn the fingers over top of it, and then turn what would be the thumb up towards the ceiling. Nice. And we're going to try to pull that top of the thumb down to the ground. So we're tilting the wrist forward and the hand forward. This motion here. As you're doing that, you'll feel a nice stretch in that upper part of the arm. Good. Holding it out just for another 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release. Make a couple circles again with the wrists. And then we're going to come up to a standing position from here. Good. All right, so as we start in our standing position, I want you to just move around the lower body a little. So bring the heels up towards the glutes, kind of kicking yourself in the backside. Right, feeling the quads stretch a little, getting some engagement in the hamstrings as well. Let's do 3 more on each side. Good. And then from sitting on those ankles, they might feel a little stiff as well. I want to show them some love. So we're going to kind of balance on one foot here. If it's very difficult for you to balance, feel free to grab onto a chair, or you can touch a wall to hold your stability. But I want you to make some circles with each ankle. So we'll just go about 10 circles in each direction. Try to make these as slow and as articulated as possible. So a lot of times this movement can be very clunky. Try to smooth it out as much as you can as you go in the circle. And the more you do these, obviously, the easier that will become. Let's go in the opposite direction as well. 3, 4. Good. The ankles do so much work for us through the whole day. All of our walking and standing, they're always taking a pounding. So it's good to show them some love as well. Let's do the other foot. Again, trying to make those circles as smooth as possible. It might feel really difficult to do that, and that's okay. Just keep working towards getting them smoother and smoother. Let's go in the opposite direction as well. 2, 3. All right, good. Bring that one down. And then for the arms, we're going to make some arm circles. So again, working through the shoulders here. We're going to inhale, bring those arms up in front of you first, take them out behind you and back down. So just big circles here with the arms, circling through the shoulders. Nice. Try to get as much movement as you can. Reach up as straight high as you can and then bring it back down. We're going to go in the opposite direction as well. Circle it out. Again, as big, slow, smooth, juicy circles as possible here. Good. Nice. And then our last one, we're going to use the arms again here. So shake them out. It might feel a little better. We're bringing the arms out to the side. All right, so with the arms out to the side, we're going to work through external and internal rotation. From here, I want you to turn the palms up to the ceiling and the thumbs back behind you. We'll try to get that rotation to happen through the shoulder. So not just turning at the wrist here, but really try to turn through the shoulder. So your chest and shoulder are opening. You'll feel your scapular muscle, those shoulder blades on the back, engaged and pull into the rib cage. So we'll inhale as we turn those palms up, thumbs face back, opening the chest. And then we're going to do the opposite. Exhale, turn the palms down to the ground, turn the thumbs all the way down to the ground, allow the shoulders to roll slightly forward. Let's do 2 more in each direction. Inhale to open the palm. Good. Exhale to point the thumb down. Good. Inhale, open up, palm faces up, thumb points back. Exhale, palm faces down, thumb points down. Nice. And then shake out these arms. We're going to do one more, very similar there, the same motions that we worked with, but we're going to do them with opposing arms here. So as you turn the right palm up, the thumb faces behind you, the left palm is going to turn down, the thumb points down. All right, so like as if we're kind of wringing out a wet cloth, trying to get all the water out of it. And we'll go in the opposite direction as well, turning the right thumb down, the left palm's going to turn up. All right, and just continue going back and forth between these two. You might feel the rib cage and the torso move slightly as well. That's all right. Just getting that full range of motion going, internal and external rotation with the shoulders. Let's do it one more time on each side. Right thumb points back behind you, left thumb points down. And then right thumb points down, left thumb behind you. Cool. Bring it back through center with the arms. Shake those out a little. Take a few shoulder circles just to settle things back down and in place. And that concludes our mobilization exercises. So I hope that you found that helpful. If there are any individual exercises in there that you liked, you can take them, add them into your morning routine, or take the whole set of exercises and repeat it whenever necessary. Just get the body feeling good again and keep it moving. So thank you again. My name is Justin Cooper from Kula Wellness. Take care and have a good day.